It's time to jump into Lift for Speed with the FBM online on BLGP with the Oculus Rift DK2. Hopefully we don't get pulverised with other cars driving into us, but that's often the way it goes on public server racing. As you can see, they've since the previous version of Lift for Speed, they've made it so that the side cameras occupy like a little screen in front of you, so you don't get motion sick when the camera tracks the action, which makes it actually makes it watchable. If you've got a DK2, you obviously know when you've got movement happening that doesn't occur from your head, it makes you instantly motion sick. But by simply putting stuff on a screen in front of you with it's just like a floating TV screen in the virtual space in front of you, it eliminates the motion sickness and allows them to keep the tracking cameras. So it's a nice solution by the Lift for Speed developer, and the LFS developers absolutely amazing really when it comes to what he's done with the how fast they've implemented the DK2 into Lift for Speed, and just how well they've got it working. But that's the Lift for Speed programmer for you. He's a little bit of a genius. But let's join in on this BMW. It's only one guy doing the programming as well. Absolutely fantastic. I mean, Lift for Speed just works so well. The latencies, I mean, even whilst I'm recording in Euro Truck Simulator I get a little bit of stutter. In Lift for Speed, it's like the Oculus Rift table demo in terms of how well it works. So you've got to move in Lift for Speed, otherwise you get booted out. Just look at that, you just peer over the front of the bonnet. You really get a nice sense of the shape of the car with the DK2. Just it's absolutely fantastic. Every time I play Lift for Speed with the DK2, mind is absolutely blown. My trousers aren't exactly the most fashionable trousers, I have to say. You know, I seem to be wearing a one-piece bodysuit. But I'm here to race, not to look good. And I think we're just going straight into a race now. The Formula BMW, which I'm driving now, is it's not the fastest of cars, but it's nice and approachable. I prefer the Fox car that's in Lift for Speed, as it's a little bit. I think it's got a slightly faster top speed and it's a little bit more nimble than this. But if you're new to sim racing and you want something approachable, and this car's in the demo, I think of the free version of Lift for Speed. So if you just want to jump in and drive, this is a fantastic car. Oh dear, rear-ended there. Look at my hand resting on my trousers. It feels really weird. It's like my virtual hand touches my leg in the game, and then it's like I think that should be touching my legs in real life, but it does. But I don't feel anything. It's like the opposite of phantom limb pain. If you're interested in that, Google Ramachandran. I don't know how to spell his name, but or just Google phantom pain, and it'll probably come up with his lectures on it and his talking about it, and just phantom pain. VR will be fantastic for people that have lost limbs and have phantom pain, and probably will cure a lot of people of some awful pains. But nonetheless, we're in Lift for Speed. What am I talking about? Phantom pain for? We're on the grid. BLGP, lights out, red light, red light, red light, green light. Go, go, go. I'll just back off a little bit because there's going to be T1 carnage. You can guarantee it. There always is. This is so good. Break a little. Oh, what is he doing? This isn't Tokyo Drift. I'm just running a default set. Actually, I could do again. Whoa, car tyres. That's ridiculous. Cars and tyres going everywhere there. Just make sure my microphone's in my face. Don't want to tase on day this whole video. To actually be audible. It really does help playing DK2 games with headphones, actually, because I guess if you've got good quality speakers or surround speakers, that'd be fantastic. But I was playing a DK2 game earlier and the sound was coming from a TV, and it really ruined the immersion. But you got headphones on and the sound sort of feels like it's right up close against your face. It really helps to draw you into VR. So if you haven't got a good set of headphones, I'd definitely recommend getting some for the CV1 or DK2 if you're getting one. My personal preference of headphones, this is a headphone review video now, by the way, if you hadn't noticed. Oh, his Canon car! My preference is that I really like Sennheiser headphones. They sound fantastic, but crucially, they're just really comfortable. Oh, late braking there. He's right on my ass. Oh, he's going to try and take me. I'm going to drive in the middle of the road. That way he won't know which way to go, left or right, left or right. I can block him once. So he shunts me. He's like a drunk. Oh. Nikon or Canon, which do you pick? That car skin actually looks really nice. It's always the big debate, isn't it? AMD, Nvidia, Intel, AMD. Which driving simulator? iRacing, R-Factor 2. And then when it comes to cameras, it's Canon and Nikon. And it seems recently, actually, that all those debates have become fairly moot, as every single product seems fairly comparable. I mean, Canon and Nikon, both fine. I like both of them now. AMD, Intel, you know, they're both fine. I'd probably go for Nvidia over AMD graphics cards, but on the CPU side, you know, swings and roundabouts. Look at this, we're in 4th place and we're not even concentrating. As the dust in the end, there's another tyre. I love the physics of the tyres after they get hit and you see them rotating, and if they hit you, they absolutely plaster you, so you do have to avoid them, but they look awesome in 3D just rotating. Will we catch up? It's only 4-lap sprint races, and this is the thing with Live for Speed at the moment. Oh, if you like the cars that come in the game and you like BLGP, it's a really good sim for just jumping in and driving and doing sprint races. Oh, the dust, it's like I can breathe it in. It's this ominous cloud of dust approaching your face. Oh, we're faster than this guy. He's in like a Red Bull rip-off livery. We've got him. Hopefully, if we don't mess up this first corner. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stay behind him for the first corner in the chicane, and then hopefully I'll do him on this straight, using his draft to overtake him. So I'm not going to bother. I probably could have made a move on him there, but not a good idea. Only I screwed up the chicane there, so now I'm too far away to do him on the straight. What a disaster. If I was on his tail, I would have been able to do him. Instead, I've got a bandit on my tail. Who is it? Can't see any names in the rear view mirror. He really wants to overtake me on the right because... Oh, did not want to drift that. That's giving him a chance to make a move. Awesome. Looks fantastic. As the guy in second place loses it, I'm going to capitalise. It's fantastic. Worked out for the best. Last lap here, I'm going to have to take him on the last corner. Oh, yes. Oh, fantastic. Second place. It all lined up. The dice roll was in my favour. And from last to second, as first place guys are reversing down the start-finish line. But that is... I'm going to keep playing this without recording. I'll do another Live for Speed. I'll do another separate video. But I'm stopping this one here. That's a race in the FBM with the Oculus Rift DK2 in Live for Speed. Still, Live for Speed, the best, for me, the best DK2 VR experience you can have. It just works. And for VR, that's the most important thing. It just works. So, check it out. If you like this video, please subscribe. Please like it. And please leave a comment. And there's more videos to the right of the subscribe button at the end of the video. Thank you and goodbye. bye.